everybody? Welcome to today's installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. Thank you so much for watching. Even though this video is not really all too much vehicle today, I did want to make another video about my latest camera purchase. And there's a whole backstory behind this, and I'm going to give you the backstory. I'll try to keep it kind of brief because I am very anxious to get this package opened. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what's in here. I mean, I know what's in there, but I can't wait to actually open it and use it, try it out. And we can't do that, obviously, without the whole backstory behind it first. So, before we get into that, I do have to make this weekend's MVV. I have to make it live, so let's do that. Everybody seems to be very interested in my dad's old 1995 Grand Prix. This is the second video that I'm about to publish that we put on, or we had this Grand Prix in. It came back and it had another idle issue, not the same issue that we corrected months ago. So if you did not see that vlog, you should go ahead and check that out because we are about to make it live, and that's about it. So the old Grand Prix returns. If you enjoyed seeing this Grand Prix the first time, it's back again. And yeah, go check it out after this vlog, of course. Please, continue to watch this one. Anyway, we are back, and we've got a new camera to, use and experiment. Now, a long time ago, I'm pretty sure the year was 2018, I made a video, and I told you guys all about my history with video and cameras and what really got me into making videos and all that stuff. So there was a video about that. I went through the history of recording things since I was like 10, and all of the different cameras that I've had. And then right around that time too, I decided I was going to buy another camera because I have so many home movies. I mean, my entire my ages 13 and up, for the most part, are on these 8mm tapes here. And, eventually there's going to come a day where these aren't going to be usable, or I won't be able to watch them or do anything with them. So many things that I've put on the vlog series have actually come from, these little tapes. And over the years, I've been in the process of trying to digitize all of these. And, believe it or not, I'm still not 100% there yet. I'm over the halfway mark, so that's good. I have one camera that will play these, but it is a very old camera. It's the original 8mm camera that I've had since I was 13 years old. And while it does still work, eventually I've noticed, as I've been using it, eventually it decides to shut off, and it won't consistently play anything. So I knew a day was coming where I was going to have to try to find something to replace it. And before I get into that, I have to delete some camera memory because I just got the low memory warning. I didn't realize the camera was full. Hold on 1 second. Okay, and we're back. So, where was I? Okay, so I knew I was going to have to buy another camera, another 8mm camcorder, so that way I had something as somewhat of a backup for when the day came and that camera didn't want to work anymore. So, real shortly after I put that video out, I ended up finding a brand new, never used RCA camcorder. It was a ProView series, and I was so excited. I only paid, I think it was $39 for that camera, and it came with everything. It came with a nice new camera. It came with a remote control, obviously the power pack with the power cord. It even came with a, I'm actually really surprised, a lithium-ion battery that kept a really good charge, actually. And I was so excited to have that. Not necessarily also, for reviewing old tapes, but also because I thought it'd be cool to actually use, that camera for some of the vlog footage. I mean, me growing up, in the 90s, for the most part, I mean, I was born in the late 80s, but, I really embraced growing up in the 90s, and I love the look of old home movies from the 90s, and I thought that would be really cool to put, something like that to the vlog series without using any digital effect that makes, high def footage look like it's from the old cameras. No, I wanted the real thing. So I thought that would be really cool to actually have a camera that had a new battery and that I could actually carry around and use for the vlogs. And I did. I did it quite a few times. I'm not sure if people liked it or not, but I thought it was cool. I love seeing old analog video like that, especially when it's of modern times. And I don't know. I love it, and I was really excited about having this camera. And I was like, this camera's gonna last me I'll probably never have to buy another 8mm camera ever again, because this camera, I wasn't using it a whole lot. I would use the old camera, my old camera, to play back the footage if I was transferring a video. But if there was an issue, then I would use the new RCA camera, and I would use that to finish the job or start it over, whatever I felt like doing, to get video off of the old analog tapes. So, yeah, I thought that was going to be the end of my 8mm buying experience. Well, unfortunately, I was wrong. There's a little bit of a moral to this story here. So, if you personally know me, I don't usually lend things out to, usually anybody, especially something that is very dear to me. It may be a camera, but you know what? That camera is a gateway to a lot of old memories and stuff. And yeah, but against my better judgment, I decided to let somebody borrow it because they had an event coming up, and basically this event was a huge family thing, and this person, whom I've known for years, reached out to me and asked me if I happened to have an 8mm camera, because they had a lot of these old tapes that he wanted to transfer to digital, and he wanted to use the footage that he's found. He was going to make like a collage or something, put something together for this big family event that was coming up. And I really thought about it. But I'm also a very kind person, and I like to help people out. So I said, yes, you can borrow this camera. You can use it for, I think he only had it for like a week, or he needed it for a week or whatnot. And, but I made sure to let him know if, don't let anything happen to this camera. Just because of the fact I don't know how many of these I can find, and especially because of the fact that it was a brand new camera, pretty much brand new. I mean, I've had it for 4 years, but it's only been used, a very small handful of times compared to like this camera in a 4-year period. This camera should be broken already, but it's not, knock on wood. Actually, I think this camera outlasts the original HD camera that I started using for all my HD videos. I'm pretty sure this camera has outlasted this one. This one still works. It just doesn't record in high def anymore. It's always a good backup camera though. I haven't used it in a while. I should probably plug it in and use it. But anyway, so yeah, it was still in pristine working condition when I lent it out, and I got it back about a week after the event or whatnot. This person dropped it off to me while I was at work because they work not that far from the dealership that I work at. So they dropped it off to me at work, and I didn't get to really see this person. This person left it with one of my service advisors, and after I was done with the job that I was in, I went up and grabbed it and put it in the car. And stupid me for not checking it the night that I got it back. Stupid me, because I filmed a vlog a few days ago that had to do with the Grand Am, and I decided, we're going to use this. I'm going out to the park. It's a beautiful night. Going to the park to make this vlog. Beautiful night for some footage, or walk around with the car in the park, and the way, it was just a beautiful night. I was like, I want to use the old camera. It's been a while since we've done any old analog looking footage, and I go to use the camera, and I put the tape in that I have that I use for everything. I wanted to make sure that it was, there was nothing on there that I had to take off the tape, make sure I wasn't erasing over anything that I never captured. So I put the tape in to play it, and sure enough, there's nothing on the screen. It's all fuzzy, it's all snow and scrambly, and I'm like, well, it's probably the dirty, the heads are dirty. Very common thing with analog tapes. I've dealt with it all my life, from VCRs to my old 8mm. So I grabbed some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip like I always did, and carefully, got the heads to clean off, and put the tape back in. And this time, the camera is actually making some weird noises, and it's throwing a tape error on the screen, and it's not doing anything. So I take the tape out, I put it back in. It does it again. I take the tape out, I put it back in. It finally decides to play, but it's still all snowy and scrambling. And I'm like, this is not how the camera was lent out. So it was making all kinds of weird noises as it was trying to play the tape, and then eventually it would stop, and you can kind of hear the motors in the camera. They almost sounded confused, like they kept going like back and forth or something, and it wouldn't do anything. So apparently this person had, not saying they did it on purpose, but something happened to the camera while it was in their possession, and they didn't tell me about it. So I'm sitting here, I'm fuming. I am fuming at this desk, and I decided to text them. And I didn't say anything, I just said, hey, no, this has been well over a month since I got the camera back. So it's been sitting on my desk, actually, back here, for a month. And, decided to try it now because I wanted to use it. But, yeah, so I texted this person, and I asked them if they know of anything that happened to this camera while it was in their possession. And I specifically did say that I'm not, necessarily, blaming them or attacking them. I said, if something happened to this camera while you had it, I need to know. And I never heard back from this person. This person read the message and did not say anything back. And it has been well over a week since that has happened. So I honestly kind of had a gut feeling that was going to happen. So I'm a little irritated tonight. I really wasn't sure if I was going to film this or not, but I'm going to anyway, because this probably isn't going to be all that long of a video today. But I'm really upset because I bought a brand new 8mm camcorder a couple years ago off of eBay, brand new in the box. And I basically had it as a backup because mosquitoes still. I basically had it as a backup because I have a lot of old home movies on 8mm, and my original 8mm camera, which is well over 20 years old at this point, doesn't work as well as it used to, so I wanted a backup.
and I was foolish enough to let somebody borrow this camera. And of course, I go to use it for the first time after getting it back, which I've had it back now for like, I don't know, a couple months, and I decided to use it for this video to do some outside shots in some vintage 8mm looking footage, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know now not to let anybody use anything of mine ever again. And usually, you know, like I said, I like to help people out. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty decent person when it comes to trying to help people out, but I think I also have a little too much faith in people, and I trust way too much, probably. And unfortunately, that on several occasions has come back to bite me in the butt. And this is the most recent incident that has come back to bite me. So, yeah, that brand new camera that I had, that $39 brand new gem from, I think it was from 1998 is when the camera was manufactured, and it was in perfect working condition, and I'm still upset about it. I'm so sad. Um, it's it doesn't work anymore, and unfortunately, there's nobody in the area around here who even specializes or thinks about fixing anything that has to deal with this analog stuff. So, sure enough, I took to eBay. I started looking at similar models that were on eBay of the same camera. It was a cool camera. I liked it. You know, I definitely thought for the price that I paid for it, it was a pretty awesome camera. But I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable finding the whole used thing, because who knows how long a used analog camera is going to work. It could work for a few days. It could be broken as soon as I open up the box. Who knows? So I took to a general search of 8mm camcorders on eBay, and sure enough, I actually came across something that I'm very, very excited about. So as you may be familiar with, you may not be familiar with, this is actually my old camera. So this is everything associated with the old camera. But the camera that I filmed a lot of stuff with, most of my stuff with when I was a teenager, was this Canon ES190 camcorder. This camera was so freaking sweet for the time period. I got this for my 13th birthday. It was in February of 2000. And this thing has been through a lot, because after I got this camera, that's all I wanted to do. You know, me and my best friend Dennis, rest in peace. Him and I filmed so much stuff on this, and then we also, we got the neighbor kids involved. Like, we used to do skits. We used to, I found any reason to film, anything to use this, because this thing was like better than any toy that I ever had growing up. This thing was, in a way, also my best friend. And like I said, it still works, but it definitely doesn't record much anymore. I can get it to record if I wanted to, but the switch for the standby is very finicky. If a piece of dust lands on that switch, it shuts the camera off. So you gotta be very careful. It's probably from all of the years of me flicking this thing back and forth. When we were filming stuff, I would, turn it off to save battery power, and it's just worn out, But it usually plays back fine. It does, like I said, more recently decides to stop playing at times, so I'm pretty sure the playback is probably getting worn out also. And very sad the day that this thing's gonna quit. And that's why I bought the other one, because, well, when this happens, what am I going to be playing with for these, Battery's long been, toast, so I always had to, plug it in with the wall adapters and use it. But, yeah, so I found another one of these. It's about to be my 13th birthday all over again. Oh my gosh. I remember this box. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Alright, the Canon ES-190. Oh, it's like it left and now it's back. Even though, I've had it one the whole time. So yeah, the description said that it's brand new. They did say, the box from this is like a 20 some year old camera, so it's been, the box has been tossed around and whatnot. But yeah, this is it's here, and well, like I said, it's the exact same camera. We might be going down to the floor because there's more room down there, I think. Oh boy. I used to have the manual to mine. I don't know what happened to it, but it's still in plastic. Oh, there's a freaking tape in here too. How cool. Mine didn't come with the tape. I wonder if they just kind of put that in there. Yeah, everything looks like it's still packaged up pretty well. Everything looks good. I mean, nothing looks like it's been sat out and stuff. I see there's little, like it's been hooked up to the camera very few times, but maybe to check it or see if it works or whatnot. But everything's here, so here's the remote. There's a battery with it. Wow, I remember this battery. The old NiCad batteries, they don't last as long as the lithium-ion ones, but that's okay. This is the protector that goes over top of the battery, so when it's not in use, those contacts don't, get dirty or such. Something like that. Got the original batteries in here. Can't believe there's a tape in here. Tape's been opened. It doesn't look like it's ever been played though. So we got some new AV cables. What's this? That's just empty plastic. This stuff is probably in plastic. But I know for the pictures they took a lot of the stuff out too. Brand new strap. I probably won't put the strap on this one because that'll be one way to distinguish the old and the new. Alright, so let's take this out. You guys have no idea how happy I am, how giddy I feel. Wow, it's so weird. Yeah, it looks like it's brand new. This thing was made the exact same year, the exact same month as the other one. The other one was made in December of '99. What are the odds of that? It literally is the same exact camera. No way. That is unbelievable. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm so excited, guys. So excited. So, I was looking closely, and yeah, I mean, there is nothing on this camera that tells me that it's ever been used. So, like, if you look at mine, the plastic, and you could just, you could tell it's been worn and touched over the years. It's all glossy looking. I mean, obviously there's some crud and stuff stuck on the camera because, like I said, I use it a lot. Sticker, of course, is coming off there. The other label on this side is peeling. So yeah, this definitely has the looks of a well-worn camera, while this one, the plastic is still matte looking, and the sticker's still on there, on that side, on this side. The strap, you know, like over the years, the strap obviously starts to fade. Stuff sticks to this, and this one, it's a very nice strap. Obvious, you know, there's like a few nicks and stuff around here. This thing's brand new, so I have no reason to believe that this thing has ever been used. I just can't believe that something goes this long without being sold. It's amazing. There is a watch battery on the bottom of these cameras that comes out. The battery is in this one, and I don't know how old it is. It might be the original battery, I'm assuming, but it's probably dead if it's the original, unless, you know, these the person I bought it from put a new battery in it. That's basically the clock battery, so it keeps the date and time, you know, from resetting when this isn't hooked up to any power. Obviously, nothing's going to be reset now, or nothing's going to be set now, because unless they set it, but I don't think they did. So I'm expecting nothing to be actually set when we hook this thing up. So the one thing that this camera doesn't have that the other 8mm that I bought had, of course, was the side screen. That's actually where the battery and the power supply plugs into. So we're going to have to do this through the viewfinder. So it lights up. I know this is going to be kind of weird, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there's no tape in it, so we'll turn it to auto and then flip the standby switch, and she should come to life. Yep. Alright, so if we take the lens cap off, there she is. Alright, so it says there's no tape, obviously, and that thing means the watch battery is dead. So the watch battery, no good, not that big a deal. Alright, so yeah. Sweet, I'm so happy. It's already set for the digital effects. This stuff was the coolest stuff, man, when we were kids. We got such a kick out of this stuff. Look at that. Ooh. Full mirror. Oh, I missed one. That's okay. Yep, all that stuff's gonna be just fine. Sweet. Oh man, that's so cool. Man, that switch feels so much better than the other one. It's amazing how loose over time the other one got. That seems to work just fine. It also sounds pretty good too. It sounds healthy. It is now recording. This thing does not play sound from the camera either, so all of this would have to be hooked up to the TV, you know, for you know, sound to actually work. But move the camera around a little bit. Man, even the record button feels a lot firmer than the old one. Alright, so we'll flip it back to playback. Rewind it. Yeah, alright, it seems to be working just fine.
And I'm really happy that there's a new tape with this thing, because I was not going to use that other tape just in case, you know, like one thing I was thinking about with, you know, the reasoning why the other camera quit working, possibly dirty tapes, maybe, you know, the tapes weren't stored in a, you know, a good place. Maybe they were moldy or something, so the camera could have been contaminated with something like that, and when I put my tape in there, the tape can be contaminated. I don't want that stuff crossing into any of this, you know, this new camera. So fresh tape. My tapes are always stored up here in this room, in a couple of shoe boxes. They are all in cases like this, so my tapes never have a chance to actually get any kind of moisture or anything on them. So yeah, so we're not taking any chances. I'm unfortunately gonna have to throw that other tape out because I don't want it, and we'll start fresh with this one. So we'll get the battery on the charger, and I'll probably take it out tomorrow.
Alright everyone, it's the next morning. I had the battery on the charge all night, took it off earlier this morning so that way it would, I don't know, cool, just in case it was still warm. So it's ready to go on the camera now. I don't know how long this thing is going to last. This camera, one of the only downsides to this particular camera is it doesn't have a battery gauge in the display. The only way of knowing when this thing is going to die is a little blinking warning that'll come up, and then you have a few minutes before the camera decides to shut off. That's really the only downside to this camera. So these NiCad batteries, I mean, this is probably, you know, obviously the original battery, I'm assuming, so 20 some years old. It did take a full charge. It was actually charging for quite a while last night before I went to bed, so it should be full. We should at least get a couple hours out of this, I'm assuming. We have some errands to do, so I'm going to take this with us. Battery's in. It lit up. It even fits alright already. Like, I didn't have to adjust that or anything. She started up. There's a little thing here for the lens cap. It's supposed to slide onto the thing so it doesn't hang all the time. And this thing is now rolling. Hey. Alright, so like I said, we have a couple of errands to do, and we're going to take this with us, get some, you know, just some vintage looking footage for the test run of this camera, and we'll go from there. This is what I look like all the time back in the day. Okay. Bye. Oh, and I guess bye also. Alright, so here's the outside world with the Canon ES-190 camcorder. Oh good, they came and picked up the leaves. I figured we would take the Grand Am today, since we're doing a little bit of vintage recording. Hasn't been driven in a few days. It still looks pretty clean. Oh, wait a second. Oh, what? Oh man. But ew. Oh my god. Well, so much for it being clean. It still looked pretty good for the most part. What pterodactyl?
that's gross. I think I'm gonna hose that off. I mean, that's pretty bad. I don't want to be seen with that. I mean, it's, ew. Yeah, we gotta hose that off, unfortunately. I was thinking maybe I can do my the park footage that I didn't get to do the other day. So you know what's cool is, you know, my very first Grand Am video ever, when my aunt had hers, was filmed on this camera. So actually looking through, you know, this viewfinder and everything, it looks like I'm actually like there. It's so strange. 3 minutes in, 3 minutes of tape used. Look at that. Ew. Birds ain't got no respect for nice things. So we're gonna have to hose this thing off before we hit the road. I'm not entirely sure what's in the shot because there's no viewfinder, so whatever. But anyway, I think we got most of the poop off. Let's do these outside shots that I wanted to do the other day. Okay, that was fun. So, I got some stuff to do now. Let's go for a ride. All right, so I brought the more modern day camera too, because that's easier to film, you know, in the car like this when I'm driving. That thing is a little too big to be holding and filming myself at the same time, but this camera will allow me to do so safely. So, while we are in our travels, I actually had another pretty cool idea. So it's almost going to be like a tour, I guess, of the past. A little bit, since where I have to go, we're going to be passing through some of these places. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if we took, you know, a little tiny field trip. Alright, so this is the road that I lived on when I actually received this camera for my birthday.
No! Michael! Oh, happy birthday, Mike. Happy 13, Mike.
I love this thing. This thing's sweet. Hi, Grandma.
Hey, happy birthday, Michael.
Hi, Tyler.
So you're 13. Now all the trouble starts. Yep.
And to think that this camera, you know, was all over this neighborhood. Me on my bike, my friends would do stuff, running around like idiots. Well, we passed my old house. I was going to show you guys my old house, but there was too many cars there, and somebody was trying to park on the road, and it was just a little bit of a hassle. But yeah, this is the neighborhood, and I used to ride my bike all the time with, you know, my camera and my friends. And, you know, there's just a lot of silly stuff that we captured on this camera. This here, was it this road? No. Yeah, it was. No, I think it was one over. I can't remember now. It's been so long. We used to ride our bikes really fast down one of these hills. It's the next road over. Yeah, it's the next road over. Hold on. I don't know how we didn't kill ourselves when we were kids. I mean, like I said, we did some stupid stuff. I think it was this road right here. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to where the viewfinder is on the camera, obviously. But yeah, this hill here. So this hill, it is a very steep hill. Very dangerous to ride down technically with a bike. And we would start all the way from the red light up here. There's no stop signs going this way at all until you get to my street. And yeah, we used to ride this thing all the way from the top. There actually used to be a traffic light here, and we would always hope that light was green. Yep, we were crazy. There's a park back there behind those trees. Like I said, there used to be a school here. There's a park back there. Did a lot of filming at that particular park. Did some filming at this, right behind this fence. There used to be a playground there. Again, me and my friends would do some stupid stuff, captured on camera, because we were stupid. My best friend Dennis used to live over here in this corner house. You can't really see it with all of the trees and stuff there. Looks like nobody's living there now, but this was another street that, you know, we did a lot of filming on when I was growing up. I actually used to live in this house here, and this house is looking fantastic now. It was looking like it was going to be torn down, but it's looking really good, so I'm glad somebody's fixing it up. But didn't do any filming at that house with this camera, because I didn't have this camera yet. I was really little when I lived over there. But my friend Dennis lived there. So yeah, it's still really weird to think that this was all like 20 some years ago. Man, how time flies. So this is the one other park that we used to come to all the time and film. My brothers used to play baseball at these fields here. I'm actually surprised there's people out here today. I was gonna get out for a little bit, but so yeah, we used to film skits out here. I'm always referencing my best friend Dennis because my best friend Dennis, he was killed in a motorcycle accident last year. But we used to come out here all the time when my brothers were playing baseball, and instead of watching the game, we would take the camera and we would just, you know, try to come up with some skits, whether it be in the car or out and about the park area. But you know, my friend Dennis, you know, he was like a comedic genius to me, and him and I had the both silly sense of humor. So I mean, we were always up to trying to come up with some sort of thing just to make our friends and family laugh. And it all happened here. Well, a lot of it happened here, and a lot of it happened back at my house, his house. There were a lot of places. It's just still kind of weird to be able to film these places through this camera again. It really does feel like, in a way, time has stood still. I hit a really good bump over some train tracks on the way over here, and the vent cover of the Grand Am on the dash like completely exploded. The sun has definitely taken its toll over the years since I've had this car, and I think that little vent there, I mean, it was broken, but it hit a bump and pieces exploded everywhere, and so I'm probably just gonna have to rip that off, unfortunately. But yeah, the dashboard is definitely curled up a lot more in the 2 years that I've had this car since the way it looked, you know, when I first bought it. It was not that bad. It's pretty bad now, especially if pieces are exploding. Alright, so I actually stopped off at the dollar store. I got a battery for the date and time, so the date's set, and I'll probably never have to buy another battery for that again, which kind of sucks because I got 2 of them. They didn't have single packs, unfortunately. So yeah, I took the stuff out of the dash. Now it's just an ugly
looking hole there. The other two pieces that look like they're there, they're stuck. There's no way of fixing that. I'm not going through the hassle of trying to find a way to get this to come back down. It's not really going to be worth it, I don't think. But yeah, I saw that coming a long time. It's been broken for a while, but after hitting that bump, pieces just kind of went everywhere. So I think I'm done with this vlog for today. One thing I have to do today, the window regulator clip came out of the thing again. So since it's so nice today, I'm going to take this door panel apart and do that job again. This time I'm going to super glue that thing into the, I'm going to glue that thing into the regulator. And if it comes out again, then I guess I'll have to buy a new regulator. Beautiful day. If it stays nice, I think the wind's really bad today. I'm probably gonna have to wash the Saab. The Saab hasn't been washed in a little while. Like I said, I did the Grand Am, and I did the Fiesta last weekend. The Civic also needs a good washing, so depending on how I feel, maybe these two will happen today. Fiesta still looks pretty nice. It's all cleaned up.
Dunko. Hi, Dunko. What's up, buddy? Dunko. Hi, Dunk. Is Little here? Oh, he is. Hi, Little. What's up, buddy?
Alright, and that's going to conclude today's vlog. I have no idea where my face is in the shot because there's no viewfinder, so I'm hoping I'm actually in frame for you guys. So yes, I'm once again very excited to have this camera model back, one that seems to be fully functional so far. I have no doubts about this thing giving up anytime soon, at least I hope not. But yeah, I'm glad to know that I have another new backup camera for all my old home movies, and it also is cool to have something that I can film older looking footage with. So you guys will probably see some more older looking video, depending on the subject matter, of course, but I'll probably find reasons to want to bust this thing out every now and then. But I'm very happy so far, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully I won't have to buy another 8mm camera ever again. That's all I've got. So if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.
All the trouble starts. Yep.
It keeps saying my battery's dead though. I mean, it keeps thinking you have to charge it twice, and I did that.
Oh.
Hello.
You're getting too old.
Wait, I didn't even get to see what I look like on the mirror.
Try and do an alien. Like I did.
All right.
Just made it easier to separate yourself from the crowd.
Tom, see this? You're supposed to do it like this. Get out.
See how they changed the grill on it?
Tyler. Yeah. Michael, do you want to just stand here?
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. I got it. Look at the screen. Right, ready?
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Look at it.
Look what he's eating on breakfast time.
I am the one-eyed monster. Now I have two eyes. Who dared to cross my I'm growing a nose? Oh shoot. Oh shoot, not my big nose again.
Hi. You like my appearance?
We lost our man. We lost the rock. The rock is gone. Now I must save it. Oh, hit to the boys. No.
Ivory soak. I use soap. I said soak. I said soak. I can't believe I said soap. Oh, we're on a bike ride, folks. So you like this bike ride? This place. We're gonna go down that. It leads to Washington School. That was dangerous! You're gonna drop that camcorder! But lucky he didn't! Close up!
I saw the Easter Bunny. Man, his ears are almost touching, you know, the little wally.
Mike, are you getting this?
Yep.
Cops.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come home? I'm not kidding. Hey. You need one, pal. Thanks. Suits.
You got the throat. Stop it.
Our favorite chocolate green beans. Our favorite cookies. Our favorite coconut golden corn.
It's all good.
But you know what would be really fun is if Michael really swung it out and hit me. That's never gonna happen.
Nathan, yell out 4, okay? And you hit, okay?
I don't know how.
No, before you hit, you go 4, then you hit.
No, go like this. 4.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, just let him hit regular.
That's what golfers do.
4. No, you can do it.
Did you tell everybody that Tweety Bird was flat?
Peanut butter.
I'm gonna find. I'm gonna friends. But I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find one. I'm sure of it.
We found a friend for you. Oh, but you're killing your friend.
No, he stinks. We got a new car. Got rid of that crappy. Stole it. Yeah, we stole this new car. What? You told me you bought it. I lied.
Who's the other guy?
This is cool though. I like it down here. Oh wait.
Holy cow!
That was cool, man. That was crazy.
You know when we went down a hill at Washington on our bikes, that was nothing compared to that.
Yeah, this is nothing but stones.
So what are you doing? And Bobby's really moving! He's really driving the car! Alright, say goodbye! Why don't we drive down there and do this out the window? Bye!
Brother.
You're not my brother.
I'm the one that made you.
I killed you.
I killed our mom.
Armand.
Our mom.
What do you think you're doing? You may be wondering why I'm taping my bike. Well, it's probably the last time you'll ever see it this clean. I just washed it and waxed it and made it look shiny. You see right now. Say them. Friendly they might look to you,